Things have changed so much recently in my life that I don't even know where to begin. The pictures that you're going to see behind this video are things in my life that are overly important to me. Things in my life that without, I don't know where I would be. There are people, there are things, there are events, there are things that I would never change for the world that have happened to me in the past years that I would not change. Many people don't know this about me, but about 4 years ago, I moved to Manitowoc. And when I moved to Manitowoc, we were moving from Shawano. And in Shawano, when I was in 8th grade, I was extremely bullied and made fun of and ridiculed all the time and never felt okay with who I was because of what was being said about me. And then fast forward to we moved here, and I joined a program called Life Teen. And Life Teen was a youth group for Catholic kids to go to learn about God and the church, and it was essentially my religious ed. And out of Life Teen, I never thought anything would happen that would happen amazing in my life. I ended up changing very many things that I think about and things that I look at to react to in my life, and I got friends out of Life Teen that I never thought would be my friend. There were people in Life Teen that became that person for me. They became the person that I went to. They became the friends that I didn't think I could live without. They became the friends that were the most important person to me. And then I went through more of high school. I graduated high school a year early, and throughout that process, I got through confirmation, and I got through my graduation, and everything was going pretty good. I had friends who loved me, I had youth ministers who supported me, and everything was changing that year that I graduated. My youth ministers got new jobs, my friends, we were all going to college. Everything was changing for all of us. And I think one thing that I never realized is how much change really affects things that happen in your life. Because no matter what you think, change is going to happen, and change is going to be there. And I should know that. I've moved 5 or 6 times, and I've gone to 8 separate schools, including the college that I go to now. And I think to just realize that it's there and change is a thing that exists for all of us to encounter on our own time, that we'll never know the true effect of change in our lives. Fast forward to now I'm in college, and dealing with everything on my own time, and dealing with everything on my own, and I'm an adult. I am 17, and I'm in college, and I'm a freshman trying to figure out what I'm going to do with my life. And I sit there, come in as a nursing major, and I'm like, I'm not passionate about this. I am not passionate about nursing. So then I'm like, okay, switch my major, and I'm a art major. Okay, I like art, but I don't like studio art. So switch it to graphic design. All right, I'm a graphic design major, but I really like psychology. All right, graphic design and psychology. Okay, more change. Change is around us. Change happens. Change is a thing. When I sat down to make this video this week, I didn't think this was going to be the topic. I didn't think that change was going to be what I was going to highlight. I didn't think that change was going to be the word choice of what I wanted to look at. I didn't think that this was going to be what I was going to look at. But change is what is happening. The change in our lives from what our parents experience is so different to what we experience, and what we experience is so different from what the students now in elementary and middle school are experiencing. Everything has changed. Things change all the time. And I think the biggest thing is to realize how much things change and how much we depend on each other through these changes to rely on things. But then you have the other thing you need to know. Friendships change too. I love all my friends dearly, and even if we wander away from each other, I hope one day we will return to each other and be friends again. Because honestly, without some of the people in my life who I have right now, I don't know where I would be. If you read my blog, you know in my Time to Be Honest blog that I was really open with everyone about all that I've gone through, and I'll link that blog down below so you can read it. But to know that things do change, and friendships change, and relationships change. You might not ever be friends with the people you knew in high school again. After you graduate high school, you might not talk to them. When you graduate college, you might not talk to anyone from college except for your college roommate. When you go to your master's program, you might never talk to anyone from your master's program again because things change, relationships change, times are changing. And I think the biggest thing is to realize how important all of these changes are in your life. Change is just a matter of time, but to realize that everything is changing for a reason. Tonight I got in my car and I got in a shouting match with God, and I was like, seriously, dude, give me a reason. Give me a reason to believe in this change. Give me a reason to understand why things are changing. Give me a reason to understand what I'm going through and why I'm going through it. This is a common argument that I get in. I commonly sit down in my car and I'm like, give me a reason, because I can't give myself that reason. He needs to be able to give me that reason, because without him, I'm nowhere. Without my God, I am nowhere. And that is one thing that I've realized through all my changes in my life, that without God, I am nowhere. Change is as important to anything. From the first thing that gets changed in your life when you're an infant to the last thing that gets changed before you die. Change is one of the most important things that'll ever happen. Change is going to happen all around us. Change is going to happen everywhere we go. There's going to be no matter of anything that we can't predict for what's not going to change. Things are going to change. Majors are going to change. Life decisions are going to change. Relationships are going to change. Friendships are going to change. Everything is going to change. How you think about something is going to change. Your political views are going to change. Your ideas of what you need to be are going to change. The people you need to be is going to change. The person you think you need to be is going to change. The person you're trying to be is going to change. But the one thing you have to remember is you can't live up to everyone's expectations. You have to live up to what you are meant to be, not what others make you to be. You are meant to be magnificent and an image, and you were created in the image and likeness of God. And that is one thing to remember. You are beautiful for your own reason, and change is a good thing, and change happens to instill in us that everything is still okay. Change is what happens to remind us that everything will be okay.